everyone, thank you so much for joining me again. Today I'm going to do a bag review on one of my favorite handbags, and that is the Louis Vuitton Cluny in Epi Leather in size MM. So just a little bit of background story, and if you want to skip this, I will leave the timestamp down below. I actually saw the bag when it was first relaunched in 2014. It was around my birthday month and my husband and I were just browsing at the store. I don't remember what I was looking at, but my husband pointed out the Cluny. At that time, it was only available in Epi Leather and 3 colors, and they were bright pink, dune, kind of like a light beige color, and black. So I try on size BB and size MM at the time, but for some reason it just doesn't excite me, so I didn't get the bag. With that being said though, I do like the shape a lot. A year later, we were expecting a second child, so my husband actually said that he wanted to get a bag for me, and obviously I'm going to take it. And I was looking for something that is durable and easy to use, and Cluny came back to my mind again. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll check it out. And because one nice things about the Louis Vuitton Epi line is that each year Louis Vuitton released new colors for the Epi line. I went to the store to check out what are some of the new colors that are available for the Cluny. First, I saw the dark navy, they call it the indigo. It is a beautiful dark blue, but I tried it on. It looks better than the black. I was still not excited about the bag. And then I looked some more and I saw the Cluny in blueberry. I fell in love with this color, and that's the one that I took home. So here she is. This is the Louis Vuitton Cluny in size MM in the blueberry color. It is just a beautiful blue, and usually, you know, when you look at colors, there are only certain colors that, you know, when you see it, it just, you know, make you so happy. And I think this is just one of those colors. With enough being said, let's dive into the bag. First, I'm going to go through the dimension. So for the length, from this corner to this corner is about 12 inches or 30 centimeter. And then the width from this corner to this corner is about 5 inches or 13 centimeter. The width toward the opening of the bag from here to here is about 2 inches or 5 centimeter. And then the height from here to almost to the top of the bag is about 8.5 inches or 22 centimeter. The handle drop from here to here is about 4 inches or 10 centimeter. And then the strap drop from the top of the strap to the top of the bag is about 14 inches or 36 centimeter. The bag, when it's empty, weighs almost 2 pounds. Lastly, the width of the strap from here to here is about 0.5 inches or 1.5 centimeter. Again, this bag is in size MM. It also comes in one size smaller, and that's called the size BB. I'm still debating whether I should get another Cluny in size BB just because how much I love it. Now let's take a look at the different features on the exterior of the bag. This leather is actually introduced back in 1985. This leather is dyed and then printed with the Epi 3-dimensional wave pattern, which let me show you up close. You can see it's really pretty. This leather is definitely more rigid, even more so than the Chanel Caviar leather, but it is very smooth and has a very nice matte finish. Another unique feature on the Epi bag is that it is known for durability. I have seen vintage pieces in Epi leather that I'm really impressed by how beautiful the leather bag is held up over the years. However, I do have to mention that if the Epi leather does get scratched or indented, similar to the Chanel Caviar leather, you cannot really buff it out. You may be able to use the leather conditioner or the air bubbles to improve the condition of the bag, but the mark will always stay there. However, a plus on the Epi Leather is that it is light. With the size that it is, it only weighs less than 2 pounds. So over the years, I found that if a bag that is heavy, I won't use it. So I really love this type of Epi Leather, give you the durability without the weight that comes with it. If you are new to the Epi Leather and you want to learn more about it, I have linked a few websites in the description box below. Be sure to check them out. Here's the front, and here's the back. There's no back pocket in this bag. I usually prefer to have a back pocket so I can easily put, my badge or a few other things in there, but because this bag opens and closes so easily, it does not bother me that it does not have a back pocket. However, if you do prefer to have a back pocket, the monogram version of the Cluny does come with a back pocket. So here's the bottom. It has 4 feet. They help elevate the bag a little bit from the not so clean surface. At the same time though, I have heard people having the bag tipping over issue. To me, I have not experienced that issue. I usually put my things in the main compartment, so it doesn't seem to happen for me. But I can see that if I put my things in the front zip pocket, which I will show you in a little bit, but not so many things in the main compartment, and then if the handle leans forward like this, I can see that the weight will make the bag tip over like this or fall back. So anyway, I do want to share that in case there's something that could bother you. Now onto the handle. So this handle obviously look like this, and there's glazing alongside, and you can go forward like this or backward like this, very flexible. And I really like that because, let me show you. If I wear it on my shoulder and then open the bag, you can see the handle does not move. And so some bag, if the handle is stiff and you open it, it will kind of dig into your body, right? It's not a big deal. I don't think any bag will really bother me from that perspective, but I know it could for some people. So I really want to mention that this bag does not do that. So very, very comfortable to wear. Now let me show you how the strap is attached to the bag. So it really has that one circle loop here, and then this the clasps just open like this and then go on like this, and that's how you attach the strap. This is in silver hardware, and I also want to mention that for the Epi Leather line, almost all of the bags are in silver hardware. So if you like Louis Vuitton but not so much a gold brass person, the Epi Leather line is definitely a great option for you. And then let's talk about the strap. The strap is only 0.5 inches wide. It's not extremely wide. So at first I thought that maybe it will dig into my shoulder, especially with the size of the bag. But I have had the bag for almost 3.5 years now, and I have used it a lot. And I'm very happy to let you know that this is not an issue at all. I feel like the leather does get softened over time. It's not like, it does not dig into my shoulder. It is so comfortable to wear, and so and I love definitely love this strap. So anyway, and one last thing I want to talk about the exterior of the bag is the clochette. So here is the clochette it comes with. Obviously there's no lock with the Cluny. So what it has inside is really kind of like a keychain. So you can hook something to this. I never hook anything here. For the days that I don't put any other decoration to the bag, I will just keep the clochette hanging like this. However, if you don't like this dangling or like hitting the bag like this is removable. So there's a little slit right here, so you can slide the this leather piece out and take this completely off, so if that's what you would prefer. But one thing I forgot to mention about the strap, even though I really like how comfortable the strap is not adjustable. So I'm 5'4", it fits really well on me in terms of, you know, over the shoulder. But if you are taller or more on the petite side, this may not fall at the right place on you. Similarly for the Cluny BB, this has it has a longer strap, but it's also not adjustable. So for that one, you can only wear the back crossbody, and then for this one, you can only wear it on the shoulder. It would have been nice if they have it on the adjustable strap, right? But obviously not. With that being said, though, if you have a black one, not, you know, a color one like I do, you can easily get an adjustable strap from Louis Vuitton or from other stores. And that way you can carry the bag on the shoulder or crossbody. One other thing I want to mention is the logo of the Cluny bag. So it is actually right at the bottom right here. It's the same color as the bag. Very discreet, and that's one of the things that the Epi line is known for. Their very understated LV logo, and this one is actually considered more prominent. Let me show you what I mean. One is my Epi pochette, and the LV logo. Let me see if I can show you. Can you see it? It's like right here. It's just stamped on. You can barely see it when you're even when you're that close. But so think about from far, you can see really just a black bag. But anyway, so going back to this one, it's already a little bit more prominent because it's actually kind of like a plastic logo being, you know, attached to the bag. When I first saw this, I was actually worried that, you know, can this come off, you know, and it's also coming out like this with all this corner, can it chip really easily? But like 3.5 years later, after many times of use, it's not an issue at all. This is still as sturdy as day one when I first got the bag, and there's no chip or whatsoever so far. Now let's talk about the open and closure of the bag. The bag open and close through the magnetic closure right here. It is easy to close, you see? It just kind of closes itself. Very loud, not a quiet bag, just to warn you. And then the magnet is very strong. And the reason why it is so strong is because there are 3 of them. And you may be able to see the mark a little bit. Here's one. Here's one, and there's another one little circle, and you can see them from the top as well. Here's one, and one. So I think because there are one on each side and the one in the middle make the bag so sturdy. Usually I'm not a big fan of the magnetic closure bag. For a long time I really wanted to get the favorite MM, but because I always worried that my things will fall out from the bag, but for this one I don't have to worry about at all. With that being said though, because how strong the magnet is, I can imagine over time the leather here may show those circles that you saw in the inside. So let me show you again, if just in case you don't know what I mean. So here is still a little circle thing, and here, and so it's the top. You can see the magnet. I don't think they were as prominent when I first got the bag, but obviously over time as I use it, it will, you know, you're using the bag, right? So it will come through it. I think it will probably show more for the inside because that's kind of how the magnet close. But I can also imagine as the leather soften over time, it may show here, you know, in the front flap as well. Now let's take a look at the inside of the bag. So inside has the microfiber lining. Mine is brown, and I like the microfiber lining because it keeps the bag light. With that being said, it can get dirty really easily, and it's a little bit harder to clean, but that does not bother me. And then in terms of organization, it is really simple. It has the front zip pocket, one main pocket, there's no other compartment inside, and then two back pocket right here. The front pocket with the zipper is really deep. So here's the bag, here's my hand. My whole hand can actually almost fit inside, you can see, like disappear. That's how deep it is. And the front flap is like from here at this corner to all the way to this side, so it's really wide as well. So I easily fit my phone, my earphone, and you know, a few other things that I would worry that it will slip off the bag. Then I will put it in the zip pocket, and then for my bigger items like maybe a notebook, my sunglasses, and a few things for my kids, I will put them in the middle pocket, and then the back two pockets I will put maybe like, you know, receipts or parking ticket, etc. And in terms of the bag, like, you know, the small items, whether it will fall out, because sometimes it can happen for certain bags, and you can see there's not much room or gap between the top of the bag and to the top opening here. So I have no problem where, you know, if I put chapsticks and lip gloss, it never fall out from the bag whatsoever. So I really appreciate from that perspective. Another thing I want to mention is the snap button on the side. So you can see here is a snap button. So you can, they are functional. So you can snap it close like this. If I could, it's a little hard. On days where you don't really need a lot and you like this look a little bit more, definitely you can leave it closed. But on days that you need a little bit more room, then you can unsnap it, and it goes as wide as the bottom of the bag. And this side, this leather piece here, it goes in, so obviously it takes up a little bit of space, but I wouldn't say it's substantial. And this leather piece is very firm, so you cannot really, you know, you can pull out, but you won't be able to, you know, do the wing look like, you know, what the Celine bag does. So just want to point that out in case you're wondering. And my bag is made in Spain. To me, it does not matter whether it is made in Spain or made in France. If it is made in France, it is just icing on the cake for me. So I just want to share a few other thoughts that do not relate specifically to certain feature of the bag. The first one is resale value. For some reason, the Epi Leather does not hold its resale value very well. Not like the monogram or the damier line. So if you're looking for a Cluny in the pre-loved market, definitely there are some good deals out there. However, if you buy it brand new and after you try it on and realize that's not the bag for you and want to sell it down the road, you may not be able to get most of your money back. Another thing I want to mention is how understated the bag is. Like I said before, the Epi line, generally the logo is very discreet. So, and even though they have a discreet logo, it does not come in a low price tag. So for this one, I think it's still about 2,500 or something like that. It is not an inexpensive bag. For some people, if I'm spending $2,500 on a designer bag, I want everyone to see that it is a designer bag. Obviously the Epi line cannot give you that because the logo is just like kind of hidden right here. But if you are the type of person that want a nice designer bag, but you find the monogram or the damier print to be too busy or too flashy, the Epi line is definitely a great option. The last thing I want to mention is how deceiving the look of the Cluny bag can be. From afar or at first glance, this looks like a very structured and business-like bag, and particularly when it is in black. And I think that's why I didn't really find it so exciting when I first saw the bag. But over the years, I have used the bag in a different ways, and I really appreciate the different look that this bag can change into. For example, if you want to add color and pattern, you can easily tie a twilly on this handle. Another thing you can do is you can add a little poof ball. Obviously, I don't know what happened to mine. Maybe my kids got mine. Ignore the little head from flamingo. But you can see once you add this, it looks so much more playful and more fun. So you can also change up the strap as well. So if you have like, you know, a rose ballerine or a black BB or MM, you can change it to one of the adjustable strap that Louis Vuitton sell. So in terms of my final thoughts, the Cluny MM in Epi Leather is a very classic structured shoulder bag. It definitely has its pluses and minuses. For me, the pluses outweigh many times the minuses. I can see myself wearing it for a long time and many years to come because it is so carefree, and the size is great, and obviously the color is just beautiful, right? That's all I have for you today. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have an amazing day. Bye now.